NFL 23.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the London BlackKnights and the Chicago Bears. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at our visitors coming into play here. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he's off to a tremendous start here through 2 weeks of the season. Already 9 touchdown passes. Everyone wants to come out and generate a little momentum. He's done that and more, no question about it.
Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. First carry now for David Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Fields to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence in the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 16 carries, 92 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost if in his mind he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
Fields throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. And the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look. And we will take a short break. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Fields. forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. That sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, that lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
On 1st and 10, Gannon.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
Well, I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Now the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 74 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Back to throw. Gannon. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got
got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Deontay Hardy back deep. Gets past one man. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bears take over. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong, only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Fields now to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gannon to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Gannon. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Robbins. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Back to throw again. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Black Knights have cut it back within a score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now the try here for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
The teams practice their plays during the week. They're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Fields. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 2nd and 10, Fields. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
London about set to take over on offense. And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. To throw on 2nd down, Gannon. That's complete to Tony. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Operating from the gun, Gannon. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Bears are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was, or whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal and you throw the pick, not good at all.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Play action. It's Fields.
Looking deep downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
London about set to take over on offense. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
2nd and 6. His throw incomplete. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Operating from the gun, Gannon. And incomplete on the deep ball. On 4th down on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. Last week they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
To throw is Fields.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. London about set to take over on offense.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you...
And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards.
And the Black Knights have taken the lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Fields. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap. Fields. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Gannon. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up and making sure it was a catch.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Back to throw. Gannon. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Gannon. This is intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. This is caught. It's Hardy. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, it's Fields. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 35 on second down, Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Again, Fields. Montgomery, another target and catch. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they use your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. Well, still
some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And it's the Patriots leading that one in the second quarter. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Texans have the lead in that one. Brandon Cooks, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. It's Jalen Hurts with a couple of touchdown passes. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. On third down, Gannon. But nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pass it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about time, and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part. of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Throwing on third down, Fields. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And this one is right through. And they have regained the lead. It's his third field goal now in the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's that back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. London about set to take over on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Tony, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Up the middle they go. Tony, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now we'll pause here for an injury, and it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they have regained the lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Chicago offense set to get started.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 79 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
It certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Fields on 1st down. That pass is caught by Hardy. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From the 41, Fields. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Back now at Soldier Field. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at who they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On first down, Tony. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job, because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gannon. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st down, Gannon finding Knox there, complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get into him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering, because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Gannon. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15.
90 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a... And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now Fields. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the 1st. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. London about set to take over on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gannon. He finds his man. Complete. It's Robbins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Throwing on 1st down. Gannon. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Gannon. He finds his man. Complete. It's Robbins. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of the 1st as he's tackled at the 47. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stopped it well short.
Well, they bring their punter out there now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the 27, Fields. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Ridley here. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Fields going to get this to Montgomery. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This one caught by Ridley. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And off comes to Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on it, they'd be up in the 300s right now. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play, they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Bears, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they too will exit